car fixed yet? It's the Studebaker. Yeah, you know, the one with the little doggy in the window that goes...
Carol Burnett made millions laugh for 11 years straight. But in 1977, she did something that made her entire crew cry. The episode aired once and broke viewers' hearts. Critics called it brilliant, and awards poured in, but Carol never watched it again. Not once in 47 years. She said it was too real. What made America's Funniest Woman refuse to face her own performance? Welcome to Prestige Buzz. Today, we're diving into the heartbreaking reality behind the comedy legend. If you love deep dives into Hollywood history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss a story. A childhood built on survival. Carol Burnett was born on April 26, 1933, in San Antonio, Texas. From the start, her life was defined by pain. Both of her parents were alcoholics. Her father couldn't hold a job, and her mother was emotionally absent. Both would eventually succumb to alcohol-related illnesses. By the time she was a toddler, Carol knew what it felt like to be unwanted. When her parents gave up, Carol was taken in by her grandmother, Mabel White. In 1940, they moved to Hollywood, not to a mansion, but to a one-room apartment in a rundown boarding house. They survived on $20 a week. To escape the hunger and the peeling paint, Carol created a pretend twin sister named Karen. Karen was confident and beautiful, everything Carol felt she wasn't. Every Saturday, they spent 25 cents, over 10% of their weekly income, to go to the movies. It was there, hearing Johnny Weissmuller's famous Tarzan yell, that Carol began mimicking the pitch and rhythm. She didn't know it then, but she was building the breath control that would one day become her comedic signature. The Anonymous Angels. By high school, Carol dreamed of journalism to fulfill her mother's failed ambitions. But she lacked the $50 tuition for UCLA. In a moment of pure fate, a stranger anonymously paid her fees. At UCLA, a theater elective changed everything. The shy girl vanished, a loud, funny, and vibrant star emerged. Then, in 1954, while working as an usherette, she met a millionaire shipbuilder at a party. After hearing her dreams of Broadway, he offered her and her boyfriend $1,000 each with 3 rules: keep his name secret, use the money only for New York, and pay it forward if they made it. Carol headed to New York with nothing but grit. She moved into the Rehearsal Club, a boarding house for aspiring actresses. Her big break came through a ridiculous parody song about the Secretary of State, John Foster Dulles. It landed her on The Ed Sullivan Show and eventually led to her Tony-nominated role as Princess Winifred in Once Upon a Mattress. Exactly 5 years after receiving that mysterious loan, Carol paid the millionaire back in full. Breaking the glass ceiling. In 1967, The Carol Burnett Show premiered. It was historic. For 11 seasons, it pulled in 30 million viewers weekly. Carol wasn't just a star, she was one of the first women to lead her own variety show in a male-dominated industry. The show was a masterclass in chemistry. There was Harvey Korman, the polished pro, Tim Conway, the unpredictable wildcard who lived to make his co-stars break character, and Vicki Lawrence, the little sister of the group. Together, they won 25 primetime Emmys. But behind the laughter, Carol was a tough leader. When Harvey Korman became irritable and rude during rehearsals, Carol fired him on the spot. He eventually begged for his job back, agreeing to Carol's condition that he skip and whistle down the halls of CBS every Monday morning. The episode she can't watch. In 1977, the show took a sharp turn with a recurring sketch called The Family. Carol played Eunice Higgins, a woman suffocated by disappointment. In an episode titled The Gong Show, Eunice enters a talent competition, believing it's her last ticket to fame. Instead of the usual bickering, the scene was played with raw, naked pain. When the judges mocked her, the comedy vanished. The crew was in tears. The episode ended with a slow pullback on Eunice's tear-streaked face in total silence. Carol later said, "Eunice's pain felt like my own. She had lived that poverty, she knew the sting of being laughed at." The performance was so hauntingly accurate to her own childhood trauma that she has refused to view it for nearly half a century. Heartbreak and resilience. Carol's personal life often mirrored the drama of Eunice. Her first marriage to Don Soroyan ended in 1962 as he battled depression and alcoholism. Her second marriage to producer Joe Hamilton brought 3 daughters but eventually buckled under the weight of career pressure and a devastating family crisis. In the late 1970s, her daughter Carrie fell into a severe drug addiction at just 13 years old. Carol had to practice tough love, putting her daughter through multiple rehabs and enduring a year of silence between them. They eventually reconciled and became best friends, even writing a play together. Tragically, in 2002, Carrie died of cancer-related pneumonia at age 38. Carol was crushed, but she didn't stop. She found love again with musician Brian Miller, who is 23 years her junior. In 2020, at age 87, Carol stepped up once more, taking legal guardianship of her grandson, Dylan, to protect him from the same cycle of addiction that had plagued her family for generations. An unstoppable legend. Most icons fade away, but Carol Burnett evolved. At 89, she stunned audiences in the final season of Better Call Saul. Playing the quiet, observant Marion, she delivered one of the most chilling scenes in modern television when she finally outsmarted the infamous Saul Goodman. She then made history at 91 as the oldest female Emmy nominee for her role in Palm Royale, proving that her improvisational genius hadn't aged a day. Whether she was voicing characters in Horton Hears a Who or returning to Broadway in her 60s, Carol remained the gold standard of performance. Carol Burnett's life is a testament to the fact that the loudest laughter often comes from the deepest wells of pain. She spent 11 years making us forget our troubles, even while she was fighting her own. What is your favorite Carol Burnett moment? Was it the Tarzan yell, the went with the wind curtain rod dress, or her recent turn in Better Call Saul? Let us know in the comments below. For more incredible stories like this, stay tuned to Prestige Buzz. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Prestige Buzz, and hit that bell notification for more.